What's up, Titan X? How's everyone doing? I feel like it's been like 2 weeks, and in crypto, that feels like forever. So it's been so long, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's fucking get at it. All right, let's bring my man up. Let's go. Come on, boys.
Boom,
Let's
boom,
fucking go.
boom. Let's.
You know,
We're going to the fucking moon.
yes.
It's been a good few days on the chart for sure. Not
I had
just
to
the
start
gold.
off with that with that intro to give us that energy. That come on, we're back in the green. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, got me
Let's
fucking
go.
pumped
Let's
there. Boom,
right,
boom, boom,
Mm.
Let's note we are in the green. We were just saying
Let's
backstage.
go.
You know we're in the fucking green when Srey Ox is in the chat.
Yeah, I
Send it,
think
boys.
we were just saying in the green room, the goat room, our last
Go.
stream. The goat room, I think Ali and I marked the local bottom. Thank the Lord. That was annoying few red days over Christmas for sure. But it's green. Titan X land is green. Goat X land is green. So we'll take it.
Let's go.
Goat X is performing pretty well at the minute, and like everything that's kind of launching at this minute in time, that participation's not quite as good as we would hope. You know, everything that's launched the last couple of weeks, maybe the last month or so, hasn't had as good participation as some of the stuff that was launching a couple of months ago. You know, that has its positives, it has its negatives. The coins and the, like Goat X, it's even after this mint phase, it's only the start of the protocol. So we'll dig in, we'll have a look at the chart, have a look at the DApp, have a look at all the awesome memes that were created in the meme competition, and you can see that we're going to the fucking moon with this bad boy. We're only getting started. I know people say that all the time, but like you say, we were the bottom. You know, we streamed about this a week ago. We were pretty much the bottom signal. So yeah, up and to the right only.
Well, appreciate you guys for that. You could have done it sooner. I mean, it's always funny at the end of the year when you watch all the portfolios dip and drop and then instantly shoot back up right after the year. You know, it's always that tax stuff and people getting weird with their portfolios and trying to flip them before the end of the year. Yeah. All right. We're back. That's all that matters.
But yeah, okay. I'm going to say this. Right? I have been a top signal twice, maybe 3 times. Whenever Inferno, because I see somebody mentioned in the chat, want to see that Inferno style pump. After Inferno, well, and I hope anybody that wasn't around whenever Inferno launched, Inferno minted for 8 weeks, and it had a quiet 2 first weeks, and then it went up and to the right for the next 6 weeks, and then when the mint ended, it pumped like fucking crazy for another 2 weeks. It was 8 weeks of pure, unadulterated pumpage. I got invited over to a Pulse Chain stream. Randy Hilarski invited me onto his stream, and I shilled the chart, and he said, yeah, that looks like it's at the top. And I was talking like, oh, we're going. It's too good. It's too good. Look at it. And the next day, that was it. It started the dump. That was one time. When was that? Yeah, same thing with Volt. I got into Volt nice and early. I literally bought the bottom of the Volt chart. Market bought the bottom. Watched that puppy ride all the way up, and then I think the price had 4 sevens in it, and a screenshot of the 4 sevens, and that was a top signal again. That thing sold off the next day and just continued to sell. Continued to dump.
Okay, so next time you buy something, let me know, because that's the bottom signal. And then right before you post, let me know, and I can sell.
Yeah, I never sold the top of either of those coins, so
no one ever sells the top. It's a fucking mythical unicorn dream to sell the top. Oh my god, that's awesome. All right, well, hey, don't feel bad, because I'll be honest with you. Every time I posted a lot about Morpheus when they were like, I don't know, 0.1 Dragon X. And I was like, hey, man, free 10X from right here. And then it started moving. And every time I was like, hey, look, it's only a 3X from here. It would just drop. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, pretty much. They hear you say it and they sell. It's like it's like that indicator for them. Oh, shit, Mo's talking about it. Fucking sell my bags right now.
Yeah. That's it. Stray does seem to make some pretty good calls. I sell the top. Somebody's got
genius. I'm going to say that. That's all I'm going to say. Trey's an absolute genius.
So before we get into it, what are we thinking? Looking at the last few days of green, is this Valhalla? Is this the 3-4 months we've been waiting for?
The road to Valhalla.
The 12 months we've all been waiting for. We've took enough shit. We've seen enough dumps. Yeah. I mean, nothing's, okay. We're kind of up and up, but nothing's changed. We've been building. I'm sure you guys the same. Building bags, and they're set and ready to go. I'll just keep adding, taking a nice little play here and there when it pops up. But yeah, definitely nice to see it come. Nice to see it turning around again.
Yeah, I think we'll see a good few weeks now. Predominantly green action before Trump's inauguration. Maybe a bit of a cool off after that. Then I think Feb and March will be the ones for me. Feb, March, April, cool off over the summer, and then another crack at it September onwards, I reckon.
Yeah, here
I have dreams of nothing but bull run the whole year round. Let's go, super cycle.
Everyone says super cycle every cycle. Never is. I'd love it though. It'd be lovely if it was. This one, come on, we deserve a super
It's going to be a super cycle, and we're all selling at the top.
Yeah, let's fucking go. Believe, ask, believe, receive.
Hey, right. Shout out to Cascades Living. You need to stream every day. Where have you been? And Happy New Year. Okay, well, I'll try and stream more. I definitely was setting a pace there for a while of streaming a lot. But, end of the year, it's winter. Everyone's getting sick. Everyone's got family shit to do. Is what it is. I'm back. I'm fucking back. Happy New Year to you too. I appreciate the $20. Thank you very much. Sorry. Had to acknowledge that one. Goat. I love it. Is that like Arsenio Hall? Goat. No one's gonna get that.
Let's see.
I'm too old.
Do you want me to share my screen, Mo? We'll get a look.
Bring it up. Do you want to start with the chart or the DAP?
Yep. Well,
I got the chart right there for you. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, nice. It's kind of looking. So obviously with the mint ratio only going down 2% a day during the mint, you will see the band burn by the price up, but it makes sense that it kind of tracks it tracks that it can't really go much more than sort of a couple of percent a day unless Titan-X is pumping. So this chart is kind of doing exactly what you would want it to do for a mint cycle.
I like that. I mean, that's a good start. That's reminding me of Inferno in the early days and Volt in the early days. Yeah, you have that first start. You have that little bit of a dip as the first people take their profits, and then you start building that staircase from there. And it looks like you got a nice start of a staircase here. I'm ready.
Well, the thing with Inferno as well, when we finished Mint Cycle 8, we still had the bullish sentiment of that local pump zone that Titan-X had for those 3 months. So it continued to go up and to the right for quite a bit until the whole of Titan-X cooled off and the parabola broke. So, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, Ali and I and Bad and Scott, we've been talking about it. Where, you never can be sure, of course, but we one of the, there was a bit of a conundrum. Do we launch on the 28th of December? Is it going to be a great time? Some people switch off for the festive periods, etc., or go on holiday. Do we leave it to later in mid-Jan, when the other protocols are starting to come through? And we just made the decision that we'd see how it goes. We were confident it would be the local bottom, and all protocols that launch on the local bottom have done pretty well, across all chains really, especially when they're tied to something like Titan-X. So, fingers crossed, but I think we're starting to see that already.
We were saying in that fucking bottom stream, you were shilling it like crazy, saying just that stuff, that if you're minting now and this thing and Titan-X starts to pump, and we even looked at into a few details of, that the multiples of during that, you're talking about the, like Inferno, I think whenever Titan X did a 9X, the Inferno did a 20X. You know, a lot of these, you know, build on Titan X protocols pump 2 to 3 times harder than than what they're built on Titan X itself. So getting it, like, okay, not financial advice, but you called it the other day, getting into Goat X here around the bottom of Titan X could be a nice recipe for success.
Yeah, and it's got, you know, a lot more tweaks and improvements to Inferno as well. You know, got the goat feed. The auctions haven't even started yet either. And obviously we've been learning about, you know, marketing and how things work and how they don't work and what we're going to do and how we're going to attract extra attention. So I think marketing wise, a lot of the feedback I've been getting, you know, so far so good. So we need to raise our game there, and we will do. And with green candles, you know, that'd be a marriage made in heaven, right? Green candles, good marketing, memes, you know, sentiment. So, you know, even though some of the mints would have been nicer to have more participation in the last few days, pretty pleased with what's going on so far, I have to say. And it works, flawless, no issues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we don't say that enough for most of these protocols. Like flawless execution, no issues at all. Like it's doing awesome. I'm so happy with what a lot of these teams are doing and how they execute this and what they're doing behind the scenes, and then what they're putting forward to everybody. It's a polished, well done. It's awesome.
I look, and you know, whether it's yeah, take that, let's go. But whether it's Goat X or not, you know, that big red candle back at the 28th, 29th of December, obviously there was a said protocol that launched around that time. And, you know, Richard Hart has tweeted about it. A few other people have tweeted about it. I won't mention it, but, you know, I think you can see that back big red candle, and we had a couple of reasonably big users sort of dumped to go elsewhere. And obviously that's their prerogative. But whether it's Goat X or not, you know, we'll talk about it in the tier structure, you know, shortly. But, you know, get a bag, you know, add to it, have some conviction, be part of the story, get involved in the community, you know, help grow and nurture it and hold, right? Because we're right in that zone. You know, 2025 is the year we've all been building for the last 3 or 4 years. I just don't get why people, you know, they come in. I get why day traders come in and do their thing, get their ROI and move on. But, you know, I don't think those guys ever make it as much as the people that buy, set and forget, and then exit to a plan, or, you know, only exit some and keep for the longer term.
Yeah, what was it, Pat? Somebody came in and minted about $6,000 worth of goat.
Yeah.
Now, one of those candles, the dump market sold the whole bag for a loss, and then went and put it into Ultiflop. So
yeah, I wasn't going to mention it. Everyone knows what it is. And look, if they'd have just kept it, you know, it's up. You know, when do they sell it? They sold it at 6 zeros and a 5 roughly. And it's now 6 zeros, you know, 7394. So,
yeah, I mean, it's not understated the importance of actually launching at the bottom. Titan X did not launch while Ethereum was pumping. Like that was one of the main points to the timing of Titan X's launch, was it's going to ride as everything else comes up. Launching at the local bottom of Titan X might be literally, I mean, it's not necessarily what you intended to do, but it might literally be just the ultimate genius move here.
That's what we're hoping. So, and look, it's what, mint cycle 8. It's gone so quickly. Yeah. I mean, we've only just been born, right, as well. So, you know, when you look at some of these other meme coins that have been doing well recently, some of them are 6 months old, you know, 3 months old, 4 months old, a year old. And obviously some of them are second cycle, third cycle, right? So,
yeah. So what the ratios down there? What's that? That's probably, well, we're halfway through, so it's probably about 13% less, isn't it?
Oh, per day.
Yeah.
Since launch, I mean, yeah.
What have we got in the burn balance? Okay, so $90,000 worth of Titan X. Let me just have a quick check. What has Titan X moved since we launched? And daily candles. All right, so it was still going down for the first few days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so around 4.3. 60 is 4.3 was around where we launched. So Titan X is only up. We'll call it. Fuck. Only. It's up about 50%.
Yeah, only.
Yeah. So it's up 50% from the launch. It did dip for a couple of days there, and it's up 50% since we launched it. So you can see even there what we're talking about. Titan X, since we launched, is up 50%. Goat X since the launch, well, it's hard to call, but up 1.5x from the bottom from that dump. This is Sal Vega on one of my old accounts, Ascendant in the house. Yeah, so we're on to Mint Cycle 8. Is it 8 today or what day is it? Yeah, we're on Mint Cycle 8. Yeah, Mint Cycle 8 at the minute. So it ends next Saturday, and then the perpetual auctions begin. Do you want to bring back up the DApp, Mo?
Yeah.
Please. If you click at the top, click the feed at the top. The feed was working overtime. The feed was like a very, very aggressive buy and burn. It's set more aggressively to buy the goat off the market than the buy and burn is. So it was working pretty damn hard for the first few days. We've seen ROIs in the first few days pop up over 40%, which is crazy. And some people did take advantage of that. I think, it started to close down a little bit once a few more people started to catch on that there was a daily ROI and a pretty big daily ROI in those first few days. People were chomping it up then. But yeah, so the goat feed. So whenever we hit next Saturday, the first daily auction will begin. So we're in cycle 8, so only another 7 mint cycles to go, and then the auctions begin. There is a total of nearly 2 trillion goat in the. Shrey's asking how many cycles are left on Goat X. We're in cycle 8 and we're going to 14. So like we're in the middle of. There's 7 left, but we're in the middle of the first one of those 7 at the minute, Shrey. Yeah, so there's almost 2 trillion Goat X in the goat feed, and each day we will use 8% of that total will be up for auction. What is 8% of 2 trillion? What's that? 160 billion? Is it? Yeah.
Sounds right.
Does the on-screen mathematics come on? Am I a fucking genius or what? Anyway, so that's probably about 2/3 of what's available in the auction at the minute. 160 billion. So we'll drop from 288 billion being available each day to 100. That first day should have, if it's a 2 trillion Goat X in the feed, there could be about 160 billion up for auction that day. So, and the thing about the auction is that it's different. Obviously, it's different from the mint. At the minute, if nobody mints, no more tokens come into existence. Nobody is getting any more supply into their wallets, but the participation and hopefully the auctions push more participation for those 160 odd billion tokens to close out the auction at market value, keep the price up, and we've seen how some of these things go from there. What else have we got there? Stats.
I think as well, like, with the auction, people are going to be competing, right, for what's in the auction allocation for that day. And at the moment, as it's cooled off a bit, could be the play, right, to start minting now where there's no competition, right?
Contrarian investing is one of my biggest things.
Not financial advice, of course, but
not financial advice, but yeah, when you have a system with multiple layers and people are all moving into one area, that usually opens up a nice opportunity area somewhere else that people are overlooking. So data analysis and trend analysis are probably two of the biggest keys in this system. If you really, really want to succeed, understand trend analysis and start to see where people are moving and moving out of, and then you can see where your opportunities might be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so like I say, there's almost 100K in the band. Burn is going to keep working away at that. Hopefully helping with the price here over the next 7 days of the minting. And then as a meme coin, we minted this is where things can also start to get interesting after all the minting is over, and we start to see with the holders. We minted 288 billion GoatX tokens to use for incentives for loyal holders. So obviously we've got the 5-tier classification system, but we're already, the team are already discussing every day at length what way we can use these 288 billion tokens to incentivize more people to come into the system, while also rewarding the people that do come in and participate. So we'll have a few things cooking there. Obviously, we've already got, we're giving away about $1,750 here for a meme coin competition. Pat said before, we've got a bank of something like 280 memes already for this GoatX. You haven't even seen us start with the amount of just posting and engagement that we can bring to the table whenever this thing really gets going. So there's a lot to GoatX. It's not even being seen yet.
Yeah, I think it's a big point to note. The marketing budget, the meme bank, the designer team that we've got. Obviously, we've received quite a few throughout the competition. Sentiment starting to turn quite nicely into the bull run. Not financial advice, but if anyone's into timing analysis, we know we're in the right year. We know we're in the right zone. So once it really starts to kick in a bit, then you'll see quite a lot more marketing and a few tricks that are up our sleeves to bring in adoption. It's so early, guys. I mean, we're at day 8. We've got 90 holders. Ali, it might be worth running through. I think you might be on the original website rather than the DApp, just because.
It's Mo.
Oh, is it Mo? Okay. If you go to the stats, sorry, Mo. Stats. Thanks, my friend. If you just scroll down. So again, I'll talk about this because it's worth talking about, as it is actually based on my crypto investing thesis of trying to get an allocation of a crypto that I like. So my thesis is always to go in early, preferably day 1 or in the first week or the first couple of days, if I can, see, what it's all about. And I like the look and feel of the DApp. So if I take the GoatX side of it away, my thesis is very much based on, trying to go in and get, a percent of the supply if I can. And the best time to get a percent of a supply in a crypto is usually day 1 or the first week. And if I can't, then I'll try and get 0.5% or a quarter of 1%, or even 1/10 of 1%, but something that gives me that kind of well-ranking position into a crypto protocol. So if we look at where we are on day 8 with GoatX, we've got 2 goat fathers. So we've got two mega whales, 2 goat fathers, which is great. We've got 2 GoatXs. So as you can see there, 1.3%, 1.36% of current supply, 1.49%. So that third GoatX is just under goat father. So whoever that might be, if you're listening, do a little mint, you're into goat father, or just let the buy and burn do its thing. Then we've got, if you just scroll down slightly, please, Mo, I think we've got 3 or 4 Apex goats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Apex goats. So that's 0.5% plus supply. As you can see, the range there is Wallet OXE 55C's got 0.56% of the supply, right up to the number 5 Apex Goat OX85D6 has got 0.79%. So I've been watching this, and then we've obviously got the entry level to the goat to the Golden Goat 3 goatees, 0.25% plus supply. So again, not financial advice, but it could be that you could look at something like this, looking at what's going on with the chart, looking at when we've launched, looking at what we're doing, looking at our marketing angles, how active we are on X, how active we are streaming. This is a long haul protocol. The vision is to create a meme-fi industry. So it is just the beginning. I'd be looking at that and just thinking, what could be my move here? Is this a good play? The other thing is I put out a tweet, which I don't know if we can switch. Have we gone through most of the DAP now?
Yeah. You want me to switch to your X or
Twitter? Yeah, X, that'd be great.
Which one, yours or the Goat X?
Mine, please. It'd be great. There we go. So that's still the old pin. I just changed the pin, but it hasn't come through yet. Although I do love that.
I'll just refresh.
No, don't know what it's doing there. Anyway, let me just go into Telegram. Here we go. So one of the things that I've been posting every other day, but I'm going to start posting it every day, is just the daily rankings and what that's looking like from a USDC investment perspective. So again, these are just rough estimates based on today's Titan X to Goat X price ratio, and it's starting to tick up. So when I did a post the other day, the Goat Father, to secure a Goat Father, 1.5% of supply was 27k USDC. Today it's 32k. The Goat Whale, 1% supply is 21k USDC. It was 18 or 19 when I last posted. The Apex Goat today, 0.5% of the supply is 10.7k USDC. And then the Goatee, 0.25 supply is 5.3k USDC. And yesterday it was 4.2. So we're starting to track upwards. Some of the people that I used to follow and still follow now, so Mackenzie and Marco, the Exicon. So Mackenzie does this a lot. He and she, I think it's a couple, isn't it? I think they did it with Vault, where they were just trending up, looking at getting that whale ranking supplies into Vault. I know Marco the Exicon did it with Dragon X, and I'm kicking myself because I remember he was doing it with Dragon X when I think at one point it was something like 8k to get 1%, or maybe 15 or something stupid like that. And I remember seeing it going, maybe I just go and snaffle 1%, and then boom, Dragon X took off. And the next time he posted, it was like, you know what Marco's like, I told you so, I tried to warn you, and he did. It was like 500k to get 1%, which is just ridiculous. And I remember thinking, you idiot, I could have got that for, I think it was like 8 or 15, or 0.5% was 8, and maybe it was 15k for 1%. So, I've taken a little bit of, inspiration from that, where I'm just going to share it every day. So, people can either listen to it or they can't. It's just highlighting data that will be trending upwards, or data will be trending downwards. If it goes down, I'll still post. If it goes up, I'll still post as well. But, I'll finish off by saying I think it's a sound crypto thesis to go into a protocol that's got some oomph and meat and longevity to it, with a good team behind it, and maybe, get a supply and DCA in and go for the ride.
Let's fucking goat.
I won't get over that Dragon X fade, will I?
None of us will.
Yeah, it was another just a wee thing that I was doing for the first few days as well, because the goat chart was quite volatile there. I was just market bound. I got a couple of absolute steals. Went to minus 18% twice, and I was able to market buy. Whenever that ROI was negative twice, it went 18%, and I was able to snap some tokens up off the market. So there's always, you're paying attention. There's always little opportunities everywhere. So I've got, closer to one of those NFTs that I want, just by not even participating. I've been participating and did participate in the mint in the first few days as well, like a lot of people. But, I was able to get closer to the ranking that I want by market ban a couple of times whenever the ROI was negative. So,
market buying, you could have done it on almost everything that launched. Like right after launch. Volt, Inferno, Alien X, Morpheus. Every single one of them after launch dipped, and that would have been a great opportunity if you took it.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, I'm not even going to tell. I'm going to tell a story there about how I ended up market banned Volt, but I don't want to make somebody look bad. Let's just say somebody said, "Don't fucking buy that," and I went and bought it. They had to sit on the sidelines and watch the fucking whatever X's it ran. I had to sit on the sidelines and watch.
There's a lot of people saying don't go into day one, watch how the auctions play out. And I thought, no, bugger it, I'm going into day 1 and 2, and then I'll see how it plays out. That's probably one of the only times I got it super right.
I remember someone was fading, I think it was Volt. They were fading Volt in the middle of a Morpheus stream I was doing. And it was, it was like day 4 on Volt or something. They were like, it's not doing much. And it was like literally like right at that moment he hit enter. Wham! And Volt just went to the moon. Love it. All right. Should we start plowing through these?
Okay, right. So scroll down. We need to find the so if you scroll down a sec, you go into that one. Click into the click into that Greg, click into the Greg one, and then it will bring you up to the master post, I think. You scroll up.
Just 11. Oh, I got you. Yeah, there
you go. So let's look at. So we had. I think it's fair to say. I'm sure you'll add to this, Ali, but this was a tough one, primarily because of the sheer volume. So we've had 320 replies. Obviously, there's been people that have submitted 10, 15. We've had 155 retweets, 241 likes, 70 bookmarks, and 12.5k views. So pretty good for a new protocol. I think it was the right thing to do. Don't regret it. What we don't know is what the invisible PR is like. But I've had a few DMs saying that GoatX is everywhere. What the fuck, bro? So that shows that it's worked and it's working. The one thing I'll say, it was quite difficult. I mean, I don't think we did a video contest, didn't we, for Blaze, Ali? But we haven't done a meme contest before, have we?
No, the video contest it was nowhere near with great participation in that, the video contest for the launch of Blaze, but nowhere near the amount of entries that there is for the meme. It was obviously a lot easier to create a meme than it is to create a video, but
true.
It's been insane the amount of participation. But I'll say this: there's a lot of professional meme makers that just come along looking for competitions like this. So
yeah. So, and that's one of the things we took into consideration, Mo, which was, there's it's just obvious there's a meme cabal just changing the face and spraying and praying a bit. So we had to take that into account. We do have some winners. But it might just be worth having a little scroll through and just cherry picking a few just for shits and giggles, and then we'll announce in the next 5 minutes.
But the problem with we've already looked at a lot of these ones. There's a lot of ones that don't show up, even probably some of the best ones. Can you not get it? Can you get the where's the it's all shared in the accelerated Telegram, isn't it? Or the GoatX developer Telegram. Start scrolling more, we'll see what happens. What's that video? I didn't see that one.
I'm on TV. Oh, shit. First Cox, now this. Oh, man, I'm be a star, son.
What can you tell us about Drew?
Well, she had the fat ass, son. I mean, bang.
How close
were you?
Mello.
Real close.
Mello's said some
cracking ones. Then she woke up talking about pressing charges, so I just pulled my tongue out of her ass and left.
Oh, my God.
Words to Drew.
Run, bitch. Run. I'm on TV. Oh,
that's awesome. That ought to dock me a couple points on the old shadow ban meter. Oh, that was amazing. What else we got?
We got one. I got him.
Yes! Yes! I love you.
Good Lord. I don't even want to click on the next one.
No, scroll down.
Oh my God, Mello. Mello's killing me with Mortal Kombat.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. I like that. The goat symbol. Oh, that's funny. I don't think I saw any Christmas related ones.
No,
There was a few around Christmas Day. It was keeping me entertained. Let's just keep scrolling. That was a good one. 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
Strange.
Oh, is that a Borat? I think that's Borat.
Yeah.
That's funny. The Go to Wall Street. All American Goats. Goatsby. I can't stand Gatsby. That's that book from school they make you read, and I'm like, this is dumb. I don't like this book. I don't care how good that book is. I refuse to like it. Everyone's like, okay, that was random. The Incredible Goat.
That's a
Just
bit strange, that one.
Die Hard Christmas theme. Okay.
My name is Daniel, and I suffer from chronic big dick back pain disorder.
Oh my God.
Ever since I learned how to walk, I had to carry this big dick around with me everywhere. Unfortunately, this has led to an abundance of back problems, including scoliosis. I've had plenty of doctors and surgeons look at me for my disorder. My name is Daniel, and I suffer from...
Oh my God. This is slight disaster just clicking willingly on these things. Oh my God. There needs to be like a not safe for anyone who's sensible warning on
that. Keep scroll down.
I hate you. I hate you. I want my mom.
Oh my God.
This
The Goat, Bad and the Ugly. That's a good one. I like that.
That's a good one. It keeps going. Yeah, I'd quite like that one as well. That's nice.
I loved that one. I thought that was so funny.
It's just it's a shame. It's one of those that have been used elsewhere and stuff. So it's just, but it is a good one.
Yeah, a recycled one. Still, it's a good one. The Goat Father. Seen a couple of those. Those are good. The Goat.
Yeah, Rocky has been super prolific and on point, actually. Sort of following the style that we've been doing, ripping off movies and keeping it simple.
He's put a lot of effort in.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of his. He's got some really good ones. I mean, you have like 300 entries just on this feed alone, let alone what's in your Telegram. There's so many of these. The Goat Tricks. I love that.
Yeah, if you keep scrolling down, I've gone through them all on this feed, so I can tell you which ones are worth sharing.
3 minutes long, Jesus.
Yeah, that's a bit. It's good, but it's a bit too long. It's like it's a game ripoff.
Yeah, that's the only reason I didn't click on it. I'm sure it's awesome, but
there's definitely yeah. So this one I want you to share, as this is.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top-notch hoes, get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Zelly on silent with the product in the pedal loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them off. My barber got me looking proper every single time.
Whoa.
Fresh bread, getting pennied on that top bread. No, you ain't walking out alive, smoking what we on. And you know yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's legit. That's wild. In this day and age, to actually videotape actually painting something for real. That's crazy. I'm so like I like that a lot.
I like that one.
That's a good one. You guys are gonna have to put that on like frame that, put that in your house.
Yeah.
Inferno. For months, these four elements have worked in harmony with innovation, deflationary power, and community-driven excellence. Together, they've shown what a decentralized future could be. Now, a new force has emerged. Goat X. Born from the very essence of the ecosystem, it is amplifying the reach of NemeFi, bringing fresh eyes to the Titan X ecosystem. The NemeFi revolution is here, and I believe Goat X will lead it.
That was good.
Amic is in. That's Amic is. He's in the chapter. That was his first entry.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, he's great. Solid community member. The Goat Father. Double guns with the Goat Father. I love that. I'm pretty sure no one in The Godfather did a double guns, but I could be wrong.
We'll take it then. No,
That's a 2-minute video.
That's 2 minutes
Is this one
20.
good?
No. It's not that it's not good. It's just
Yeah, too long.
yeah.
There's 300 entries, and if we play 300 entries with 2-minute videos, we're never going to get anything.
No
So.
perspective. It was pretty cool. It's just too long, basically.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, there's
Rip
lots of
Bear
really
in half
cool
with the green candle.
Goat X green candling and chopping up memes and stuff, or putting the bear at bay. They were quite cool.
I can't remember. I'm gonna have to pull up the webpage separately and scroll down. But I think there was another one on your page that was like a little bit lower down. This one was like I couldn't believe I never thought of this one.
Yeah,
like
The actual movie. You don't need to change anything. The men who stare at goats. Goat X. Perfect. Yeah, let me see if I can find that other one. Did you ever find that video that I was talking about that other time?
No,
Where it was a video where the dude's got his he's got his phone under the blanket and it looks
Yeah.
like his
and then suddenly he's pressing the button.
he's hitting a buy order on it because his like the girl comes in the room, she's like, "What the hell?" She pulls the blanket off him. It's just buy. Saw it, never found it again. So whoever did it, shout out to you. That was awesome. The Goat Man. That's funny.
what is that off?
The Batman.
Oh, so it is. Fuck, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, so it's actually Batman. And then they just put the goat horns instead of the bat ears. That's pretty good, actually. I like that one. First rule of NemeFi, you must buy Goat X.
True that.
Top goat. I love it. I was like Matrix, Star Wars, and then just I guess funny ones.
That all the same person? Yeah, it was the same person.
Yeah. Bunch of cheats being like, "Here's my submission, 5." Like, bro, come on.
Quite like that one.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, very subtle but nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of these I haven't actually even seen yet.
Oh mate, there's so many now. It's like,
Okay, I gotta let me bring one up. I do love this one because I've seen this in other communities where they do this, and it's fucking hilarious.
Luca! Bueno! Pillu! Bueno! Pillu! Bueno! Pillu!
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, somebody did that one for the Blaze entry as well.
Yeah, that's kind of a common one in crypto communities. I think I first saw it somewhere on Base, and it was fucking hilarious. They were doing it was except but the way they did it was they put up a picture of Nancy Pelosi, and people were like boo, and then their crypto yay, and then it was like Gary Gensler boo. And, yeah, pretty good.
So Pat, what's the story then? I mean, for picking, have you got the winners picked already?
Well, I think so. Obviously, we had a chat in our Telegram, right, where we just went through them all, and I think we were struggling between second and third, of course. But yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? I think there's I know there's a few that I can't share. One in particular,
I don't care.
Funny as fuck, but it's
What are they gonna do? Demonetize me again? Probably.
Well, it's just it's not too bad, but
do you want to DM me the winning entries, and we can bring them up that way?
Okay, I'll put it in private chat.
Drum roll.
I think he's called that.
Make sure I don't dox myself. Check my inbox here. Yep, good.
I'll put it in your private chat. I can talk through, and then we can bring them up.
Okay.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah, wait there. Let me just have a look.
Yeah, so there was a lot of a lot of people just turn up for the meme competition. Even somebody in the Telegram chat a couple of days ago saying that we were full of shit and we weren't going to give away the meme prize. So yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily community members that just feed into this stuff.
Yeah, I was like, what? Whoever would say that has not been here. Like, how many contests did you guys run during Blaze?
That's kind of what it says. Like the guy, either you don't know us very well, or you haven't been here for very long.
Yeah. To be honest, they just piped down a bit. They needed a date. I just purposely let the date run a bit, just because the quality of the graphic memes are great. Just so much quality in some of them, which is good. Some of the animations were okay. Some of them were brilliant. So it was a tough one. So what we're going to do? We're going to go from third upwards.
Yeah, go for it. Again, just on the back of that, we wanted to make sure that we were giving these for people that obviously created good memes, but also people that are in the community. There's a lot of bots just fire all this stuff in, so we made sure that we weren't picking bots. When we ran these competitions for Blaze, we ran them for I think maybe 8 weeks. We ran competitions, and there was definitely 2 or 3 weeks where we had bots that actually won the freaking competitions. We didn't send them the money, so we've made sure to actually, pick people that are active in the community and really put effort into this.
Yeah, and absolutely. So it was a tough one. We changed our mind a few times, but we just went with what we felt was right. So, right, in third place, this definitely.
Hang on before you say it. Do you have it for me to bring up? Because I got the names, but I don't have the actual pictures.
Just hold on a sec. Yeah. Just keep going through, and I'll send you.
Okay, just send it on my on the X DM. It'll be fine. My DMs are clear.
Would it? If you just want to keep going through those, I'll sort out now.
Yeah.
The Mo.
How are you gonna put my picture up there without my dog? Come on, man. I need my dog there. I look so a little fucking the cartoon face of me by myself looks so lame. I'm just sitting off in the corner. Just don't mind me.
Is that Scotty Blaze? Somebody's actually found Scotty Blaze and put him there. Is it in the behind the bull's head? Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Brilliant.
Allie's actually the one who's in the corner, though. Here you are.
Yep.
Right there, just hanging out outside the window, being like, guys, let me in. I'm part of the team, guys. Let me in. Oh, my God. All right. That's a good one. Yeah, Rocky cranked these out.
I really liked that one. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one. Most of these I wouldn't have gotten. I had a couple of ones. I think For Goat and Country is my best one.
Yeah,
And then
that
you
is
guys
good.
made it. The Brave Goat.
You can't share your Telegram, can you? I can't. Well, we'll just have to pull up one of his entries.
I don't have Telegram on this computer. I'm so obsessed with compartmentalizing everything. But just put it in the DMs. I can pull it up. It's no problem.
Just while you're having a flick through there, Sal Vega is doing a Twitter Spaces in 5 minutes. So just wanted to throw that out there.
So I sent you the link for number 3, and then I'll talk through who came second. I'll talk through who came first, and you can just cherry pick some of the entries. And then we can share them in the Telegram just so, we can continue it. Right. So in third place is Sad Boy. So we absolutely love this. This gave us sort of Blaze anthem vibes that someone has gone to, a next level focus to try and win the prize. We love the murals. I think it was your boys Max's favorite by a country mile. So, that was a strong third place for us. So congratulations to Sad Boy. Great asset for GoatX. We absolutely love the mural. Thank you very much for participating and giving us this entry. It was unique and deserved to come third.
Yep.
You got to follow for that, Sad Boy.
Yeah. So Sad Boy, we'll be in touch. I'll send you a DM. Send me your wallet and we'll be sorted within 48 hours max. Right. In second place, we are going to go for Mellow Cryptic for a number of reasons. Firstly, the sheer bonkersness of the animations that came through and the prolific memes that came through, and for generally participating in the community and also in the GoatX since the launch, helping be a driving force of the vibe, not just on X, but just in the Telegram. But also we loved 50 Shades of Goat. We absolutely loved that as the team. So well done, for coming second.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't even seen a couple of those videos that he made, but fuck, I laughed there. It was good stuff.
We had a right laugh at some of them, and they were, coming in thick and fast at the start. So well done to Mello for coming second, to Sad Boy for coming third.
This one was so ridiculous. I can't believe I clicked that on screen.
that was worth second place. Just that.
Yeah, you got the win just for that. That was amazing.
Right, so Drumbeat, the winner. This was a unanimous decision. This person I've not seen in the community since we started in any way, shape, or form. Suddenly turned up on day one of GoatX. Started submitting to the contest, actually in volume, and also someone who's actually been one of the sort of leading voices in the GoatX Telegram groups. As I said, I've not seen this person in the community before. He's very welcome in GoatX. He's not only sent us, about 50, well, probably not 50, but 15 memes that are completely on point. But he's also been actively contributing in the Telegram, which has been greatly appreciated, helping with the vibe and creating the vibe and participating in the vibe. So our winner for the GoatX meme contest is Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky was killing it.
Congratulations. So
There's
yeah,
one of his right here.
All of them saved, and there's some absolutely cracking ones there. So yeah.
Ooh, let me see. I'll bet you I can do. There we go. Oh, he did Goat Hour. Nice. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I just got that was Dr. Evil with the I just got that. I've seen that 10 times and I just got that because now Eric's embracing the Dr. Evil thing. So I just got that. I don't know why. I've seen that 10 times and I was like, okay, let's get the finger. Got it. That's Dr. Evil. Got it. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, he did a crazy job. It was crazy awesome job.
Yeah, some of the ones that he created are some of my favorites as well, even though there's a sheer volume of them, but a lot of them are ones that we'll be able to use for GoatX for the whole life of the project, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we shared some of I shared some of them with you as well, Mo, but I mean, there's Brave Goat, which I liked. There's Goat of the Jungle. There we go.
Yeah,
Brave Goat.
Goat.
Goat of the Jungle, I liked. We've seen the the goat, the bad, the in the way of the goat, the girl with the goat tattoo, Goat Hour.
Yeah, I love that one. That was great.
The girl with the goat tattoo, is that there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Goat for the future. So I think Rocky's a deserving winner. As I say, I mean, that's quite cool as well. It's quite, we can definitely use that for when we get a few Jeets in the community, which will happen. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, Rocky I haven't come across before. So, you know, top man, top goat, deserving winner.
Love it. Yeah, nice job. Well deserved. Some of the, like you said, the most prolific poster in here. He contributed probably the most out of anybody. But that awesome quality stuff. Great. Awesome. Absolutely great.
Yeah. And as I said, also coming into the Telegram and really just been part of it for the last 7-8 days. Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed. All right. Well, like we just said a second ago, Sal is going to start a stream here in just a bit, pretty much right now, on meme coins and Titan X and numerology. So, guys, I'll give you guys the last words, but I think this was a good run. We talked about GoatX a bunch. Everybody hopefully understands it by now, and if not, we'll probably do a couple more streams before the end of the minting phase. But congratulations to the winners. And gents, Ali, would you like to say your last words, your last thoughts?
Yeah, just quickly. So obviously, we've got another 8 days. The protocol is working flawlessly. You know, the chart kind of is doing what we would expect. We would have liked a bit more participation in the mints, but it doesn't really matter. You know, it means less supply. Things will really start to heat up next Saturday whenever the minting phase ends. So yeah, thanks to everybody that submitted entries to the competition. And if you haven't got your GoatX, you can mint today at app.thegoatx.win, or just go and market buy some. But yeah, not financial advice, but you know, we mentioned at the start, a little bag of this at the bottom of the local bottom of the Titan X market could be a good buy. And just want to say as well, you know, good luck to Sal Vega. He's running his first Twitter Spaces here. He's trying to step up. Obviously, he's launching the Ascendant protocol. He's sort of stepping up, putting himself out there, doing streams, and he's this is his first ever Twitter Space tonight. So I'll be joining in and giving him some support over there.
Very nice. Yeah, look, I'll just echo a couple of things said there by Ali. First and foremost, big thank you to anyone that has submitted to this contest. You know, everyone has put in, you know, effort into it. We've had a right laugh. There's been some fantastic submittals. And look, you know, if you didn't win, only 3 did. So there are going to be more competitions that we're going to do. You know, please do join the Telegram where the GoatX story unfolds on a second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, and day by day basis. t.me/the GoatX tribe. And as Ali said, could be a great time to start building your bags so they're packed for later on in the bull run. Let's goat.
Let's fucking goat.
Thanks for bringing us on again, Mo. Appreciate the support.
Legend. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Always, gentlemen. All right, guys, go hop in Warrior Souls Sal Vega's stream and give him some love. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. Congratulations again to the winners. That's a solid material you guys put out there. And I think we're going to be just recycling that every day from here on out. Like, let's fucking go. It's some perfect material. And yeah, if you're sick of seeing goats, get fucking ready because you're going to see a whole lot more going forward. All right. Guys, have a great day. Have a great week. Gentlemen, thank you guys for coming on. Have a great day, guys. Peace.